You are listening to the Omar the Barbarian Podcast.
We are the top guys.
I want to fight my 7th grade algebra teacher.
Oh.
Yeah, I really do.
Funny, haha.
Yeah. This person scarred me in a way that, so imagine, in elementary school.
Even the saxophones right there.
Exactly. Yeah, you should. Yes. I might be able to fly them in on the audio version. Some little Kenny G or something. Or something that won't. Kenny G?
Boys in the Hood saxophone.
Yeah. Fair. Well, fair.
Zigzag, baby.
To zigzag, yeah. Decent math skills in elementary school, and getting ready to go into 7th grade. And my mother says to me, she goes to I had to get permission to go to a deal because I didn't live in, y'all know how it is in DC. Like you had to live in the ward in order to be allowed to go to the school. And we lived in Ward 4 and, Tinleytown in that area was, I don't know what ward it was, but you had to get permission to go there. Yeah. It turned out that one of the people that my mother went to college with was the assistant principal. And so he was like, I got him. Gets me in the deal. And she goes up for the orientation, parent teacher orientation. And she comes home and she says, okay, you're going to have a schedule. The big thing going into 7th grade was you're going to switch classrooms. It was oh man, we're going to switch classes. That was new. Because elementary school, you go to one classroom, you have one teacher every year. And this was, we go here and we do this. And we're going to have this many teachers. And she said, yeah, I signed you up for pre-algebra. And I was terrified because I'd heard of algebra, but I didn't know what it was. And I was like, I don't know. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
For those playing the home game, we are referring to Alice Deal Middle School.
Yes.
Continue, Omar.
Yes, thank you. We may want to tell them what wards mean, too, for those that don't know anything about the DMV. You had to be tell me you're from DC without telling me you're from DC. If you don't know, if you tell me you're from DC and you know what a ward is, no.
Like a borough.
Right,
there are 6 quadrants of DC that is separated into basically sections. So
nation states.
Yeah, nation states. It's Ward 1, which I live in, is in Northwest. Then there's Ward 2, there's Ward 3, there's Ward 4, 5, and 6. Oh, wait a minute. My bad. There's 8 wards.
8 wards. 8 wards.
Yeah. So, there's basically 8 sections of Washington, D.C. So, there we go.
All right. So, mother's like, you're going to put you in pre-algebra. And I was like, why? Why do you hate me? And she was like, no, I think you can handle it. So, we're going to put you in that. I lasted a semester because the teacher was just, there's mean and there's mean where you're like, okay, that person was mean, but I grew. That teacher was hard, but that's the one I want to go back and see and be grateful for how tough they were on me because they were tough. But this person destroyed my confidence so completely within 2 semesters that I went decades after with no confidence at all that I could do math. When I ended up getting into University of Maryland and they had a placement exam and I was already like, well, I guess I'm taking remedial math because, I'm not any good at this. So the confidence was just shot at Maryland. Remedial math, barely got through that and would drop math courses. It wasn't until I went back to school after dropping out years and years and years later, because I dropped out of Maryland in 92, went back briefly in 98, and then finished my degree at Strayer starting in 2006, finishing in 09. And I will never forget, they told me I'm about 4 classes in and I'm purposely not taking algebra because I'm terrified of it. Now as a grown man. And I forget what they're called, but the people that would like sign you up for classes and your liaison with the school. They were like, look, we're not, you have to take algebra. And I'm like, well, I'm going to take it. You know, I'm just saving it for last. Like my whole thing was, I'm not going to deal with, like my thinking was, if it's the only thing standing between me and finishing, then I think I'll be forced to do it. But I don't want to kill my momentum because I have dropped a bunch of classes. My undergrad and early on, I wasn't a very good student. Just didn't have any confidence in it and was terrified of failing out again. Like when you drop out, it just messes with your psyche. And so just the fact that I'm even back in school got that far, I didn't want to lose any momentum. I'm terrified of this. And they said, well, we're not going to let you register unless you register for algebra. You've hid from it long enough, was basically what they told me. And I got so upset that I threatened to transfer. I was that shook. And they were like, you just have to take a placement exam. And I'm like, no, I've taken placement exams before. I don't want to pay, because at this point I'm paying for it. I don't want to pay $1,500 for a remedial math course, you know, when I could just wait. And they were like, dude, you haven't even tried. Now, that triggered me from our last conversation from the Jerry Mitchell, dude, you didn't even try to fight. So once that was said to me, it was the kick in the fanny that I needed.
Not the fanny.
Yes, the fanny. I go up to wherever they had me do this placement exam. Now, what's interesting is during this window of having been dropped out and going back, I had become a musician and I taught myself how to do some basic Python programming and some HTML programming like back in the day, like just through reading the code and just figuring stuff out, messing with it, getting it wrong and so forth.
You taught yourself basic?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Now, what's wild is I'm not making the connection that music is math, you know, or any of these things. So I don't know. I'm just going off of what happened to me in 7th grade. Terrified. I go up and I'm about to go in. I'm mad the whole time. You know, just mad that they're making me do this. And I'll never forget the woman who was like, look, you know, just try. You know, if you don't do the best you can. They gave me an hour. I was done with the placement exam in like 15 minutes. And it was only 15 minutes because I like checked everything and came out and I was like, well, I answered everything. And, you know, it was funny enough, it was like multiple choice. So it was like, it wasn't, you know, like you're doing calculus or nothing. Came out, she ran the numbers. I got a 98 on this placement exam. And she looked at me. I'll never forget. She was like, I thought you couldn't do math. And I was like, so did I. Ended up getting an A in every math class I took at Strayer, was tutoring people in statistics by the end of the run. And what's interesting is I had an opportunity when I first started working for Disney to speak to the college interns. Now, what's interesting is that they call you in to speak to the interns. And typically you will have a panel of about 7 people. And all the people on the panel are folks that were typically like, well, I was a college intern at Disney and I did this and I did that. So they go down the line as people are introducing themselves and then they get to me. And I said, well, I dropped out of college and my GPA was so terrible that I probably could not get into the schools that you are in now. But I'll tell you how to get a job here, you know, if you listen. And they look. The person asked me one of the questions I got asked, man, from one of the students was, well, what classes should I be taking? And I said, take as much math as you can. And they, like, you could almost see like their heart sink. And that person came up to me afterwards and they were like, but I'm not good at math. I remember looking at her and I said, do you have a checking account? And she said, yeah. I said, if I took $10 out of your checking account, would you notice? She said, yeah. I said, then you can do math as subtraction. Go take math classes. And she walked out. And I learned in that moment, man, that math is just confidence. Here's the interesting twist on this. Part of me wants to thank this teacher because if I don't have that experience, I don't have the failures that lead to those moments. it does like it's. I wouldn't want to trade what happened after for some temporary relief of having gone through what was seemingly traumatic. I don't think it was cool. But and I didn't even get to tell you, like, it was the thing that put me over the top that made me drop this person's class was there was a day that we were getting quizzes handed back, and this teacher went around the room and would call your grade out in front of the whole class.
Oh, that ain't cool, man.
Yeah, literally would go around and gets to me and was like, "Do you want to know what you got?" "Yeah." "You got a D."
Damn.
Would do this. Yeah, kid you not. This happened. It was Alice Deal, junior high school, 7th grade. And there are people that are listening that are like, I know exactly who that is. I'm not going to say no names, but y'all know if you went there, you know who I'm talking about. Devastating. You know, the part of me wants to say thank you. Part of me would love to go back in time and be 12 and say, let's box.
Now, if someone is listening at home that does know exactly who Omar is talking about, schedule some blood work. Check your levels.
Yeah, man. Gym shooter and my 7th grade algebra teacher. Fight.
It's a beautiful story, Omar.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Want to go somewhere and cry together?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I legitimately cannot relate to any of that for one reason. If I had even considered dropping out of a thing, Cherie Scott would have killed me. She would have punched me so hard that I disappeared. It would have been 1984 all over again, and we was going to try this.
And that's how you help me fight Jim Shooter. That's how you do it.
There you go. See, found the hack.
I would have solved that particular problem if I had it by simply just knowing and admitting I'm just not good at something. Like, that's just me. Like, we went to the same high school, Omar and I took rock sciences. And I had never.
When was this?
Class. This was like senior year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay, because the rock sciences, like all right, so I don't
like
remember
geology?
that because, like the.
Knowledge. Yeah.
All right, let me ask you this. Did you go because you and I talked you into be like, man, let's go up to Domino's quite a few times. Like, forget that class, man. Me and you, we going over here.
Yeah, no. So this is where you and I differ. There was a point in that class where the teacher was like, if you just show up, I'll give you a D. And I just looked at her and I said, you and I both know I'm never going to care about rocks. So if you got to give me the F, give me the F. I've already got enough credits to graduate out this B. So if you want to give me the F, give me the F. Because I'm not learning about rocks.
Did you end up learning about rocks, Devon?
No.
Oh, wow. You really
Yeah, man, you trained with me.
Rocks?
Me and Devon was just like it was. We were Superman and Batman in senior year.
No, but you know what? But I'm just saying this. I was
a terrible influence on Devon.
Right.
Come with me.
I did not say this to this woman out of spite. I was saying it because I knew realistically I did not care. I knew I was never going to use this stuff again. So it was like, ma'am, you cannot make me care about rocks as much as you care about rocks. So let's just, there's going to be no teaching moments here. Like, I just don't care. Like,
do you remember anything from that class? Anything?
I remember igneous and sedentary rocks or something like that. I don't know. See, I'm proving my point.
You ain't had time to be reading. I get that. I understand that.
No, I read a lot, but the things I don't care about, I really don't care about.
That's true. That is true. And I like, bruh, like you ain't gotta tell me. It's a say less, man. Like, one of the things that I admire most about Devon Sanders, ladies and gentlemen, children,
damn, whole Christmas,
is that he has no problem standing on bit. Like if Devon believes a thing, that's it. Good luck trying to move him off of that. It ain't happening. Nope. And don't care. Don't care what you think. Nope. This is where it is. And I respect that because I will like change my mind, on certain things. Like things that I come in like, no, it's this. And then he'll be like, well, what about this? And I go, you might be right. I will flip like a pancake. But Devon, it's this. And I wish I could be more like that. With Devon, Noah's a complete sentence.
I've gotten better. I have gotten better.
Oh, I'm not saying that you don't, like, you are, like, immovable.
Yeah.
What I mean is you stand on business. Like, you have no problem being, having your opinion, being exactly who you are. And it's, like what you see is what you get. It's 100 all the time. There's a deep respect.
Yeah, deep respect. All the time.
Damn. I've never even seen that show, but I know who you're talking about. I'm
no kidding.
Yeah, it's impossible not to know who Stink Nina is.
Yeah,
definitely worth your time. No, you are not that
bad, man. No,
you are definitely grandpa, but like you're not.
Yeah, I would say that.
Granddad.
I would say that. Yeah, you definitely granddad.
Yeah,
definitely granddad.
I am like if you had to look at a character who was me in real life, it would probably be Stanley from The Office. Or it would be like Barber in Coming to America. Is Mama name him Clay?
Wait, which one?
Cassius Clay? I'm gonna call him Cassius Clay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be the Arsenio Barber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you would. I can see that.
Yeah.
So that make you Eddie Murphy?
I don't know. I might be the other Barber.
Oh, you ain't never met Martin Luther King. That boy good and terrible.
That boy good. Yeah.
Oh man. So that was a whole saga. I feel like I need to talk about the time I had a nervous breakdown in the middle of college in my sophomore year.
Let's do that on another episode.
There you go. Look at that. Devon Sanders saving y'all from my story of being a young man like Bruce Banner as I walk down Central Avenue in the rain.
Yeah, because we're threatening to have a 90-minute episode as we...
Listen, you knew that when...
Oh, I know. It's just like, it went from me fighting Lucy Van Pelt or wanting to like...
Yeah, you didn't fight.
You didn't fight.
You stared. You fought her with your eyes.
No violence.
At the end, it turned into Festivus. I respect it, though. This is what you get when you have a clear, just a clear path, a wild format.
Listen, man, this shouldn't surprise you. This is basically our text messages in real life.
True.
It is.
Yeah. I will text Devon about any kind of random thing. True, man. I'm thinking like the shifts in discussion because I will just text you about anything, and you just roll with it.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we're talking about this.
But it's also mutual. About a month ago, I texted him out of the blue. Hey, Omar, oranges don't taste the way that they used to taste. I was like, they're just not citrusy like they used to be. like these are actual things I said.
These are actual conversations. Yeah.
The reason that the reason that Tang was called Tang, it was an orange flavored beverage. There's no Tang in an orange. These are actual like text messages.
Yeah. Tang is the official drink of astronauts too, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's one of them Sunny D kids, wasn't you, Devon?
No.
Oh, everybody was a Sunny D. Everybody was Sunny D. Sunny D is delicious. You didn't like Sunny D?
Formaldehyde.
No.
What about, more Tampico?
To me, no. It tasted heavy.
Okay. Were you a Tampico?
Orangina.
Further?
I barely remembered. I did like that. It was like
Tampico was delicious. It is like the official drink of the hood. We love it.
No, Orange G.
Give me more Tampico.
Yeah. Wait, how the hell are we going to wrap this up?
Hey, listen, you in our defense, you brought up oranges.
Yeah.
And how they don't taste good.
Yeah.
That got me on Tampico.
Figure out a way to bring this back so that we can wrap it up.
I'm trying to get us to 90. Is right.
We've had a wonderful evening here on the Top Guys podcast, an evening of thorough introspection, outward growth, and good Christian family fun. And we elbow drop billionaires, and we've come to grips with past traumas.
Yes.
Yes, we have. To yours, we wish you a happy. Take care. See you next episode, baby. I'm Chris Scott. That's Devon Sanders. That's Omar. We out. That's how you wrap it up, damn it. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
That's well how done. It worked for Dad, and that's how it's gonna keep.
Yeah, I was like, how are we going to bring this back?
Yeah.
I'm glad you were just like, all right, enough.
That was my fault. I was
oranges.
It get too good to me. It gets too good to me.
Oranges are delicious.
Oranges are delicious. Or at least they used to be.
Yeah. Not as good.
Apples that I can't really mess with.
It depends on the kind of apple that you get.
See, I like apple juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of the actual apple. Unless I'm good when you put apple in things. I don't really
even Honeycrisp? Honeycrisp is good. You don't like Honeycrisp apples?
Actually those are good. Those are good.
That's the only ones I'll get, man. Honeycrisp. Yeah, they're expensive as I don't know what, but these days what isn't?
Yeah. Those are the only ones that I can actually eat like an apple. But it's like you chop up an apple, you put it in some fruit salad, boom. Put it in a pie, boom, I'm there. But if you just hand me an apple, it'll be like, thanks.
I ain't messing up my teeth for this.
Yeah.
I ain't your man.
That's exactly it. I have to cut them. I'm that dude. I have to cut the apple before I eat it, and then eat it on the side because I don't want to.
I gotta smother it in peanut butter if I'm gonna eat it.
Damn.
That also.
Yeah. I'm not just gonna. I'm not just gonna raw dog an apple. That's for sure.
Zip. What you've just heard has been but a brief sampling of the outstanding awesomeness that is the Top Guys podcast. If you would be so kind, on your way out the door, leave us a like, a thumbs up, a nice comment. Give us a 5-star rating on whatever Yelp service you use to listen to your podcast. And give us a high five. And also, subscribe. What you've just heard has been but a brief sampling of the outstanding awesomeness that is the Top Guys podcast. If you would be so kind, on your way out the door, leave us a like, a thumbs up, a nice comment. Give us a 5-star rating on whatever Yelp service you use to listen to your podcast. And give us a high five. And also, subscribe.